Hello and welcome to a truly Bedrock live stream with me, FoxyNoTail, here live on YouTube. To many people who are already chatting. I'm fixing my pickaxe, peeps. What are you all up to? What's going on? How's it been? It's been a while since I've done a YouTube live stream, but hopefully, all being well, you should see many more of them coming up from me over the next few weeks and months. Because my plan is to get back cracking into doing those things that I enjoy doing, and one of those is live streaming on YouTube. I've finished having a bit of time off. I've finished going on holiday. I've finished faffing about with other things. It's time to get back into what's good. And what's good is making Minecraft YouTube videos and live streams and streaming on Twitch and all that sort of good stuff. So expect to see more from me. Hooray! Aww. JCB's here saying good morning from the UK. Leo JTNT Minecraft is also from the UK. Hands up in the chat if you're from the UK. Let me know. I'm interested to know. Right, what do I need? So I need to get rid of all this junk. And then we're going to go digging out underneath the hill on Chaos Hill. And we've got a lot of digging to do. We've barely even started the project. It's been going on ages. But I've been busy. I've just been on holiday. I got back last week. And now I'm rearing to go doing all of the good fun, Minecrafty, good fun things. It's so exciting. What a time to be alive. The music's... Can you hear the music, by the way? I think you can. Leo JTNT is from... they've got the handle. So is J Hull. Wales here, says Lost in Wales. I'm new, says TV. Oh, nice. Welcome, new. Right, I'll tell you what we are going to need to take with us. I've just realised I've left it in one of those... oh no, it's in my inventory. It's good. A bed. A bed is going to be required because it's raining, it's smelly, not very nice. But we're going to be underground, so it doesn't really matter. Yes, we can, says us M. Good. It's a bit loud for me, so I'm going to turn it down a touch. How are you doing, Foxy? Says Pranzu. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? Diogs Blaze says America. Amazing. Fantastic. Pakuka says... FoxyNoTail, hello. Once I asked why your programs are viral and they told me to contact McAfee. That was the end of the result. There's no viruses in them. I've explained this a lot. Obviously, you're not aware. But because I make them, I'm not a big software company. There not many people have downloaded them. So basically, a lot of the virus scanning companies just err on the side of caution. And they're like, oh, just in case this is bad, we better just flag it up. And they're fine. I guarantee there's no viruses or malware or anything like that in my software. It doesn't serve me any purpose to do that. If you want to download it, do. But if you're worried, don't. You know, it's totally on you. It's free software. I don't make anything from it. I'm not interested in anyone's data. I couldn't care less. I haven't got the time in the world to be hacking people. I'm too busy doing what I want to do. So, you know, you can either choose to trust me or you can just not use it. Totally up to you. Oh my god, Erica, you don't need to keep going there. Thank you, Mitz. Hello, Mitz, by the way. Thank you for coming. Thank you for popping along. I give you a heads up today so that you knew. You didn't have to turn up, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up. Me and you are fellow non-tailed foxes, but I'm purple, says Deoxoblade. Fair enough. Good. Well, it's nice to meet somebody else that doesn't have a tail. What a lovely time. Bro, you are amazing. I love the tutorials for making add-ons. Thank you, says Linecraft. Thank you very much, and I'm glad you think I'm amazing. Speaking of being amazing, something amazing happened when I woke up this morning. I woke up to 50,002 subscribers, which is fantastic. And that is something I like to see, my subscriber count going up. I've been doing Minecraft now for over 10 years on YouTube, so that's relatively slow growth. But I mean, it's still amazing. So thank you all so much. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy my content, make sure you do so you don't miss out. And also, if you haven't liked this live stream or yet, I know it's early and I shouldn't really ask for likes just yet, but just do because it helps me out. And I need to get cracking on pushing all of my content and getting as many people to see it as possible in order to, you know, grow faster. I want to hit 100k by October. Do you think it's possible? I don't think it's possible. God, can you imagine that? 50,000 subscribers in a month? No, I get like 400 in a month, which is still a lot, but not 50,000. Hey, Foxy, can you really make a proximity chat add-on or something? No, but apparently someone else has managed to do it using Discord, so you don't need me to do it. Hey, I'm busy here. No, I'm not interested in making proximity chat mods or anything like that. I've got a lot of work to do on actually making content rather than fiddling about with things that not many people need or want. If you want it, I think somebody's already managed to do it. So, you know, yeah, use theirs. You don't need it from me. Hey, Foxy, not sure how long I can stay, but be there for a little bit. Thanks, Mitz. I just came as a spammer already, said Rudinanto. I know, right? There's always a spammer. It's what YouTube streams are good for, is getting in the spammers. But the good news is, you know, as much as we don't like it, it's engagement, which YouTube likes. So, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's not awful. Can't spell, says Hummeroo. Oh, man. Join the club. I can't speak. You can't spell. We're going to have a good time. It's all good. So what's everybody been up to? What have you been watching? Have you been on summer vacation or holiday? Summer's nearly over now. It's almost time to go back to school in the UK. It feels like the end of a very long period of not doing a great deal that I should have been doing. But I'm back on it. I've made a schedule and everything, and I'm going to try very hard to keep to it. I challenge you to obtain a nether portal block. I wouldn't know where to start. Thank you for the challenge. That would be kind of cool, but I don't really need one. But thank you. Can you make connected glass? No, unfortunately not on Bedrock Edition. It's not possible. Good morning, USA, says Dirology. Just curious, but why are you not using any totems? Well, the thing is, I've never ever died in Minecraft, so I don't see the point in wasting having a totem. I don't know, really. I mean, dying on Minecraft doesn't bother me at all. Unless it's in lava and you lose all your stuff, which can be a bit frustrating. But, you know, I do die quite regularly. But generally speaking, it's not anywhere I can't get my stuff back. So, yeah, I'm not really that bothered about dying. My death count isn't a problem. Woohoo! Congrats, Foxy. Over 50,000 subscribers. In my opinion, deserve so much more. Thank you very much, Joanne. I agree. I do deserve so much more. What are you all doing not subscribing? Get subscribed. Come on. Hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't, or, you know, if you've already done that, have you hit the bell? Get on all of those tasty notifications. And, you know, YouTube's, we all know, not very good at actually giving you notifications on what you actually want to watch. So, have you considered joining my Discord? Because on my Discord, you can basically give yourself an announcement role, and then you get announced every time I put a video out or anything interesting is going on, like I've updated my add-ons or I've done something in particular. So, you know, join that. That's all good. No connected, but there's a borderless glass pack. Yeah, you can get basically invisible glass, but yeah. You can't do connected textures on Bedrock Edition. Just not got what you need to do that. There's no real easy way of the blocks recognizing what blocks they're next to other than using entities, which means it's just anytime you place any glass, it's just lag city. So we're not doing that. Hey! Where are you guys coming from? It's all lit up. Stop. Okay, maybe it's not all lit up, but it's close to all being lit up. I think I might need some more torches. For those of you interested on what version of Minecraft we're playing on Truly Bedrock, we're still on 1.19.10. We didn't even go up to 11. We don't really want to go up to 1.19.20 because there's a whole bunch of problems with 1.19.20 on servers and lag and crashes through nether portals. So we're playing old school Minecraft on here today. Not that old school. A few weeks, a couple of months maybe. I don't think that nether portal block actually exists currently, says Alex. Oh, well, there you go then. I can't get one. Challenge unaccepted. Not that I accepted, but you know what I mean. Ah, I do have torches in here. That's handy. That's handy. Where can I shove all of this junk? Oh, let's chuck it on the floor. I don't need any of that junk. Gone. Thank you. Where did I put all of that stone? There it is. Yeah, subscribe. Maximum support, says Les. Thank you very much. They fell down from the top. Yeah, probably did, yeah. Can you make a glowing ore texture pack? I mean, it could do, but so could you. It's not something I'm really interested in doing. I don't need one, but if you want to do that, it's not difficult. And 1.20 being released in mid-October. No, who told you that? Who told you 1.20 is coming out in mid-October? I don't think that's correct. Mid-October is when the Minecraft Live show is going to be, when they will probably talk about Minecraft 1.20. But I would imagine 1.20 is going to be probably, I think they'll probably do a winter one. I would imagine we'll see like a minor update in a winter, but I think realistically the next big update's probably going to be next summer or early next year. Morning, Foxy. Thank you for your add-on packs. It makes playing with my son so much better than with one player sleep. You're very welcome. Just join the Discord, says Dirology. Thank you very much. Lightyear says, good morning, Foxy. I play Minecraft on PS4, but it's better experience to play on Minecraft on Xbox, or would you recommend PC over consoles? Depends what you want to do. Consoles are really convenient because you don't have to muck about with, well, you don't have to muck about with much at all, really. You can just turn it on and play, can't you? Which is nice. You don't have to worry about updates or, you know, configuring anything or settings. You just turn it on and it works. Obviously, the problem with playing on consoles is you're very limited in terms of what you can add into your game. Like, you can't download skin packs or add-ons and stuff unless you go through the marketplace. But the marketplace doesn't support add-ons at this moment in time. So if you want to play with add-ons and you want to join expert, you know, servers and things like that, not just realms, then I would suggest probably playing on PC, because Xbox is pretty much the same as PlayStation, really. But yeah, if you just want to play the game with your friends and you're just happy to play vanilla or whatever's on the marketplace, then just stick with PS4. It's a nice system. Or PS5 if you can afford one of those. And mob votes, says Rudinato. I'm assuming we'll get some sort of vote. I hope it's not a mob vote this year. I'd quite like something else to be voted for rather than just adding another mob in. We need an update just for bug fixes. I disagree with that now, Dirology. I've been saying that for a long time over previous updates, but there are a few glaringly bad bugs at the moment. But generally speaking, Minecraft has been relatively stable since like 1.17 on Bedrock Edition. There's a few problems with servers on 1.19.20, as I said, but generally speaking, there's not all that many massive game-breaking bugs now. So I don't think there's real necessity to focus on a bug date update. Thank you. I think PC is the way forward, says Lightyear. You're welcome. Scott Not 30 says is here saying, hey, Mitz Cats. Hey, Scott. Don't forget about me. I know Mitz is here, but what about me? Wow, rude. Everyone here just for Mitz. I'm not surprised. Mitz, when are you starting streaming? And are we streaming tomorrow? Are we starting hardcore again? What is breaking in 1.19.20? Well, basically on servers, whenever you go through a nether portal or another type of portal, there's a strong chance it will just crash the server and potentially roll back your game as well, which is not ideal. Kobe says, in mobile, do you need to have music downloaded and able to clone allays? No, I don't think so. I think you can still use music discs and stuff without downloading the music packs. However, they did say in a recent update that the music was being part of the mobile download now anyway, so you didn't have to download it separately. Mr. Balrog, hello, welcome. It says, A-Winge1, entering portals crashing. Yep. And I was going to bed, says Mad582. You can still go to bed. You can catch this afterwards. It'll still be available on my YouTube channel to watch. Not this week. Family week, unfortunately, says Mitz. Mitz, no! What am I going to do tomorrow on Tuesday on my Twitch live stream then? I have to do something. What am I going to do? I forgot you said that, Mitz. I was all looking forward to it and everything. Jeez. I did say, hey, further up, Foxy says Scott nothing. Oh, sorry, Scott. Mini chat on YouTube. I can't see it all. Hey, what are your recommendations for a new YouTube channel? What are you trying to achieve with your new YouTube channel? What are you wanting to do? Are you just, is it a Minecraft content channel? Is it, what's the plan? What's your goal with it? What do you want to do? Because I mean, there's lots of things you could do with a YouTube channel. If it's just for fun, you know, then recommendations would just be to, you know, put out videos you enjoy making. If you wanted to try and make a career out of it, I would strongly advise you not to, unless you've really got what it takes to be the next big thing. But if you are keen on following that, I would strongly suggest spending a lot of time, many hours researching about how to make good YouTube videos, how to title them, how to thumbnail them, how to create what people are looking for, how to be consistent. There's a lot of stuff. I wouldn't suggest that I'm an expert at it. I've been doing this over 10 years and I've, you know, as I said, I've just hit 50,000 subscribers. So I would suggest that I'm a relatively slow grower and probably not doing everything that I should be, and certainly not doing it all right. Where do I download proximity chat? No idea. It's nothing to do with me. I've got no clue. I don't want it. I have no interest in it. So, yeah, don't ask me. OMG, I'm awake to see this, lol, says Mystica Rain. It says he normally streams from 7 p.m. UK time. I do on Twitch, yeah. It's going to be 7:30 though. I'm moving it. Sorry, Mitz, I forgot to tell you. I'm moving to 7:30. I've made a schedule. And I'm going to try very hard to stick to it. So I'm going to be doing, believe it or not, around about 5 live streams a week. I'm going to aim to live stream on YouTube. In fact, let me look at my schedule so I can remember. On Mondays and Wednesdays, starting at around about 10 a.m. in the morning, UK time. And then on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, if I can, I'm going to be live streaming over on Twitch from 7:30 p.m. Although, I think Sundays is going to be 8 p.m. That's the plan. But Minecraft wouldn't be Minecraft without the bugs, says Joanne McElderry. That's true. Some of the bugs do make it very interesting, and I think some of that really makes you have to think hard about how to do things, and I think that gives me a lot of enjoyment in the game. Sometimes you would just wish things would work properly, so you didn't have to keep trying to find ways around things, but a lot of the time the bugs make it interesting, having to stretch your old brain cells and trying to figure out how to do things because it doesn't work the way you expect it to. Thank you, Mitz. I'll be home from work by then, says Jay. What's proximity chat, says Sesom Hamaru. It's basically when you're in game with people, when you're close to them, when you're within a certain proximity, they will, if they've basically got a microphone, then you'll be able to talk to each other. But when they go further away, you can't hear them anymore. And I personally think it's a total nonsense, waste of time, because if you wanted to talk to people you're in game with, just use Discord and be able to talk to them wherever they are. It would really annoy me if I'm in mid-conversation with somebody and then they went into the nether or went into the end and all of a sudden they're not in proximity to me and I can't hear them anymore. And you just think, well, that's annoying. So, yeah, there's a big hype around proximity chat because a few games use it, Hermitcraft people use it, and, people want to replicate that. But in reality, I don't think it's great. I don't want it. I'm not interested in it. Rolf says, hey, I made it this time. Big congrats on the sub milestone. Thank you very much, Rolf. Nice stream, says Generic Carrot. Thank you, Generic Carrot. If you think that, maybe hit the like button and let me know how much you really enjoy it. We've got 61 viewers. Only 50 of you have liked it. So 11 people not very happy with today's live stream. Jeez. What am I doing wrong? I'm sorry. I'm just staring at the ceiling, mining blocks, talking nonsense. Probably what I'm doing wrong. Not my fault. It's my job. I've got to dig out this big hole because I'm stupid and give myself way too much work to do and plans that I'm probably never going to achieve. I really enjoy your videos, says Generic Carrot. Thank you very much. Now 51, says Uzem. Thank you very much. 64 now, actually. Wow. Okay, we now have more likes than viewers. This is good news. Excellent. That means more than 100% of people are enjoying this live stream. I'm doing everything perfectly. I'll carry on. Mitt says it's fun, I agree, but not always practical. What's that? Bugs? Honestly, Bedrock Edition is harder than Java. It can be, depending on what you're trying to achieve. Depending on what, control system you're using as well. If you're playing it on a touch device, yeah, it's very hard. Very hard to do a lot of things. Roth says, I've got 3 accounts logged in. Thank you, Roth. I appreciate it. Roth the hacker. Oh, proximity chat, lol. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see, Mitz. Not practical. No. I think I don't know. I'm probably because I'm not the most sociable of people, but if I was just on a server, doing minding my own business and just somebody popped along and all of a sudden said something, it would make me jump. And, I often talk to myself. I might, sing a little bit. I might be having a conversation with someone on the phone. If I forget that my microphone's live and someone walks near me, they could hear all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I don't think, it's not for me. Definitely not for me. And generally speaking, if I'm on Truly Bedrock, it's probably because I'm recording. So I don't really want interrupting while I'm recording because I'll be thinking about what I got to say. Wasp Brains says, Foxy, it's been a while since I've been here. Growing out your hair looks suave. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was bald, obviously, a few months ago, and that was a new look for me. I've not always been like that. It's more convenient having no hair, for sure. It certainly never have a bad hair day, and you don't have to worry about a bald spot. But I do prefer having hair. To be fair, digging out huge holes will result in materials we need for building, says Mystic Rain. I don't need all this stone. I don't need any of it. I would be more than happy if someone just came along and took the lot of this stone, because I've got more stone. I've got a full storage system full of stone, plus many, many double chests in other places full of stone. I don't need it. You talk to yourself. Nervous as Mitts. I know, right? Weird, isn't it? Is there any possibility to place a ladder on trapdoor in Bedrock Edition? No. No. Why would you need to do that? What for? What do you need a ladder on a trapdoor for? It just doesn't make sense. Got so much junk. What do I do with it all? Burn it. Just break all the chests and let it despawn. I think that's the plan. What do you reckon, guys? That sound like a good plan? For construction purpose. Well, no, it's not possible. Barrels you can put ladders on in Bedrock. You can. Many, many stones to sell to a stonemason. I would rather burn it all than deal with villagers. It would take... I don't get it. I don't get people's insistence on villagers. I mean, even having villagers, you can only trade a small amount before they lock up, and then you just got to stand around for hours for them to restock. I just don't get it. You can't use villagers for trading in bulk like you used to. Like, you'd have a carrot farm or a potato farm, and you could just give the villagers so much stuff and get so many emeralds really easily. But now you've just got to have like 1 million villagers just to get rid of like a couple of stacks of stuff. And it's just, for me, it's just a total waste of time. And make many, many riches. I'd rather have a raid farm. This is a nice time for a stream, says Deruza. Thanks, Deruza. Well, if you think this is a nice time for a stream, that's good, because I'm going to be doing it on Wednesday as well at this time on YouTube. If you like if you need a way for upward, then we can use ladder on trapdoor in Java, but not Bedrock Edition. I don't think you can put ladders on trapdoors in Java Edition, can you? Foxy, what's your most wished for Java parity thing? Offhand use, I think. Break chest and use bucket of lava, says Scott Nothing. Yeah, I know, right? Give it to the villagers. No. Villagers are stupid. Yes, but we can use a ladder on trapdoor in Java. Well, you could always just play Java Edition, Bibber. It's easy to look at what someone else has got and wish you had it, but there are other ways to do things. You know, if you're doing construction, maybe consider scaffolding or just blocking it with something else. Offhand, big one, says Wasp Brain. Yeah, it'd be really nice if we got offhand. It'd be lovely. It'd be very, very nice. Right, peeps. Oh, no, okay. We can place rails on trapdoors in Bedrock, so why not ladders too? Can you? You can do that. But we are truly Bedrockians, says Bibber. Fair enough. Oh, Nightbot. What didn't you like about Wasp Brain? What do they say? Ah, ha, 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 ha. What's wrong with that? Stop spamming words and phrases, says Nightbot. Nightbot, you mean. Wow. Ruthless Nightbot. Don't listen to him. Spam all the words and phrases you want. Mitz loves it. It's a favourite thing to deal with. By the way, my first map released on the marketplace. Oh, really, Bibber? What did you make? What was your map? I'm currently working on something for the marketplace. I started working on it on Saturday, so I haven't done much yet. Yes, offhand is more important than Bedrock than trapdoor decoration, says Mystic Rain. Yeah, I totally agree. Says Mitz. Nightbot isn't here to make friends, no. Nightbot doesn't care whether you like them. They just get on with their job. Jeez. Rude. Oh, man. Don't tell me I need another beacon here. I've got like 3 beacons around this place already. Good morning, says Squirrelicious. Good morning, Squirrelicious. Offhand on mobile would be interesting to see, says Geology. I don't see why it'd be a problem on mobile. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, you just have another hotbar slot, like on Java Edition, that has your offhand thing in, and if you click it, it would switch between that and your other one or something. I don't see it being an issue for it. I really don't. I think that's a poor excuse that it won't work on mobile. Foxy, I bought my dog the same treat dispenser as Nelly has, and he loves it. Oh, amazing. Which one's that? That's from Jay, by the way. Bibber says, I built a whole map and Vatanage did the rest of the code in release purpose. Just built structure for him. Amazing. Map name is Boss Quest. Oh, wow. Check it out, everybody. Bibber's made a map. Is it good? Have you earned many, many monies from it? Has it made you nice and rich? This had lots and lots of downloads. Green egg-shaped one. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, she loves that one. That's her favourite. I forgot about that, actually. I think she's lost it somewhere, hidden behind one of the sofas. But yeah, that is literally her favourite thing to do. Just $100. Well, $100 is nothing to sniff at. That's pretty good going. Good for you. Can you use tools and all... Ow. Appear to be inside of some grammar. Hang on a second. Can you use tools and all on your offhand? You can in Java Edition, not on Bedrock. Bedrock don't allow us to do such clever things. We can hold, what they call totems and the things that drowns have, Nautilus shells. That's about it. And a shield. He earned more money than me because he's the owner. Yeah, well, you need to get a better deal. If you've just been hired to build, fair enough. But if it was your idea and you've done most of the work, you should be getting a better deal. See, what I would suggest as a marketplace partner is if somebody's going to put, create a map and put all of their work into it, and all I'm doing is literally uploading it and helping solve a few problems, then I would probably be looking at an 80-20% split where you would get the 80%, and that's pretty much average in the marketplace. But if they've done the majority of the coding and you've done building, then maybe 50-50 would have been better. But it depends how much work both of you put in. Because unfortunately, it's not as easy as just clicking upload to send it to the marketplace. There's a lot of due diligence you've got to go through. There's a lot of problem solving. There's a lot of errors and things that you generally have to fix, and hoops you've got to jump through. So once you've finished your map, it's not actually just a case of going, oh, I'll put this on the marketplace now. Then comes many weeks of backing and forthing with the marketplace staff to make it actually good enough and suitable. And yeah, if you like to check out my builds, they're all on this map. Let me know if you like my builds. I think we've done enough advertising for you now, Bilber. What can the shells do? Seems like a weird thing to have coded in. The reason they have the shells is because it shares the same coding as the drowns, and the drowns need to be able to hold the shells. So basically, the player and the drowns have the same attachables stuff. So that's the only reason that players can hold them, is because drowns can. Oh man, I've got deleted messages. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Leechham says torches but can't place them. You can't put torches in your offhand. You don't go. It don't work, mate. So, peeps, now that you're all here, we've settled down a bit. We've answered a few questions and we've talked about Bibber's latest marketplace map. I want to know if you've got any questions that you've been desperate to ask, because that would then give me something to talk about. So I don't really have a great deal to talk about today, which is not ideal for a live stream. I suppose I could talk about what I'm doing on the marketplace, but I kind of want to keep that a secret until I've made some progress on it. And also, we need to think about what I'm going to be streaming on Twitch tomorrow if Mitz is busy. What am I going to do? Currently a reasonable like to viewer ratio, Sister Ruza. There is indeed, yeah. 75 likes, 64 viewers. Oh, 69 viewers. It's the nice number. Did you have a nice holiday, Sister Delicious? I did. It was very nice, thank you. It was very busy. I did many things. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's a good question. I don't know. I suppose it would depend on the day and what it had going on that day. Maybe it's a woodchuck that could chuck wood, but it wasn't really in the mood for chucking wood because it chucked too much wood. So maybe it was just having a break from chucking wood. Has Jack started driving lessons? No, because every company that I've rang to try and arrange them has told me that there is a massive delay and we can't book any. So I'm going to wait until he starts his college again in a couple of weeks and see if I can get him some then. But yeah, it seems it's been a nightmare trying to get those organised. And did you and Oliver get to pick blackberries? Yes, we did. We grabbed a few the other day, which was nice. So we didn't get many. He did sit and eat a lot of them until his face turned pink because he managed to get them all around his mouth and all over his hands. But yeah, we did. What are you drinking there? Coffee. Coffee, which I don't want to do it, but I'm going to try very hard to quit caffeine over the next couple of weeks. I don't want to do it because I really enjoy coffee. I really enjoy coffee, but I've been doing a lot of reading, and apparently that's probably why I'm so tired in an afternoon, apparently. Because, according to the things I've been watching and reading, coffee has this incredible ability to, caffeine has an incredible ability to block, basically, dopamine. So your body creates something called dopamine, which is what it uses to basically tell you that you're tired and let you go to sleep. And coffee has this ability to just totally block it so it can't get through, but that doesn't stop your body producing it. It just blocks it from entering your system. So as soon as you stop having coffee in a day, and that caffeine starts wearing out of your system, your body then just becomes this incredible receptor for all of the dopamine that's been produced that you haven't done, and you just get this wave of massive tiredness. So without caffeine, you should just have your normal regular dopamine levels, which means you actually know how tired you are rather than just feeling tired even though you've done nothing. So I'm going to try very hard. Joanne McElderry said it would chuck as much wood that a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood. It would. Who's leading the administration of Truly Bedrock server? From season 1 as a viewer, I know that you're the admin of TB. By the way, I feel proud whenever I watch TV episodes. I've been lacking a bit doing it, to be honest with you, but generally speaking, I still do most of the server maintenance and things like that. But yeah, I've been a bit behind with it all. Having said that, I don't feel as behind now because all of the members have said they don't want to update to 1.19.20 due to the server bugs. So I think we're all right at the minute. Switch to decaf, the Squirrelicious. What's the point? I do enjoy a morning coffee, and I do kind of like the taste, but I don't see the point in drinking decaf drinks. It just seems totally pointless. Like what? It's like non-alcoholic beer. What's the point? You don't drink it for the taste. Just totally pointless. Might as well just drink water. And yeah, would reduce, not stop. Yeah, exactly. I don't expect to just suddenly be full of energy. I just think it would be better for me in the evenings when I'm trying to stay up and work or do live streams and I'm just totally yawning all the time. Because I do drink a lot of coffee, but I generally stop drinking coffee around about like 2 in the afternoon, and by 6 in the afternoon, or 6 in the evening, I'm normally falling asleep. And I get a lot of sleep. So we're going to get grumpy no-tail if you cold turkey it. Well, I don't think it's something you can really avoid. I think I'm going to stick to having my first one in the morning for a while. But then I think that's going to be it. 1 or maybe 2 in the morning for a start, and then try and cut that down to 1 in the morning, and then just see if I can stop altogether. I don't expect it to be an easy process, because it's like quitting anything that you are addicted to, and caffeine's an addictive substance. So, but it's not like it's going to be hard. Well, you know what I mean. It's not going to be plain sailing. But there's tasty beer. Even now, tasty non-alcoholic beer. No, there isn't. No beer's tasty. Beer's one of those things where it's a nice hot summer's day and you go, oh, I could really just do with a nice thirst quenching one of those because it's not I don't know, not for me anyway. I've never drunk one and gone, oh, this tastes lovely, I really like that, but it certainly does hit the spot sometimes. Finally caught a YouTube stream, says Josh. What coffee do you drink? Have you heard of Blue Mountain? I drink the cheapest, nastiest coffee. No, that's why it doesn't taste very nice then. No, I'm not big into filtered coffee or coffee, like all of this fancy coffee stuff. I like the coffee granules you get out of a jar and you just put hot water on it and mix it with milk. I genuinely find those tastier, nicer. So I drink Nescafe Gold Blend because it's cheap, it tastes good, and it does the job of what I need it to do. I've got a coffee filter. I used to work in the food industry. I worked for a lot of coffee companies that gave me all of their fanciest coffees for free, and I just didn't enjoy any of them. I didn't think any of them tasted even close to as nice as just the stuff that you get in a jar, and there's such a hassle and a faff about having to deal with filters and grinders and all that sort of rubbish. So, yeah. You haven't given me food for thought, but coffee is too important. I know, right? It's one of those things. I've noticed a lot of the big Minecraft YouTubers have cut back a lot on content, I think because of burnout or too much work up to themselves. What's your opinions on this? It's very difficult to know. I would say burnout's probably a big influence on that, but I would also say because basically everyone got a massive boom during lockdowns and during the pandemic, and everything went ridiculous. Subscriber counts went through the roofs, earnings went through the roofs. And then since then, there's just been this massive cool down of the number of people watching YouTube, the number of people subscribing, the amount of revenue you get in from it. And as a result, that psychologically has a negative impact on people, and they think their channel's not doing so well. And, you know, that makes them think, well, I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I need to cool back a little bit. So I think there's a big mix of stuff there. And also, it doesn't help that there's just so many content creators out there doing exactly the same thing. It's very difficult to be original. It's very difficult to do anything new and interesting, and I think that has an impact on not just the smaller YouTubers but the bigger ones as well. So I think there's lots of reasons why you see a cool down, and I think that will continue for a while until things start picking back up again. Pickaxe is gonna die. No, my pickaxe will never die. It's an infinite pickaxe, this one. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I asked because I mainly watch TB and Hermits for interactions with the others, but seems to be all about the biggest bases or farms. I miss the dirt, fun, and interactions. The thing is, Enfan, what you'll find as a content creator is, generally speaking, your audience are more interested in single player stuff. When you do collaborations with other people, the majority of your audience is looking for you, what you are doing, what you're building, what base you've come up with. They're not generally as interested as what your friends are doing or what other people are doing, unless they watch both of them. So it's very difficult to find people that, first of all, you've got a lot of chemistry with, but also that your audience is fully invested in too. And you'll find a lot of content creators will say that the collaboration videos do a lot worse in terms of performance than the ones they do where they're building bases and big farms, because the bases and big farms videos get a lot of searches, they get a lot of hits, and generally speaking, it's from the YouTuber that you're wanting to watch, the one you subscribe to, rather than them and their friend. And that's not always the case, but I think on the whole, that's pretty much the case. Congratulations on 50k, says Cetrix Gamer. Thank you very much. How about some tea? Tea also contains many caffeine, although I do really like a cup of tea. But yeah, tea, most teas, believe it or not, contain even more caffeine than coffee does. But there's other things in tea that just makes you feel differently. So there's a lot of good stuff in tea. But you can get decaffeinated tea as well. But it's basically tea that's just been through a process that just takes all of the goodness out of it. Wasp Brain says, I wonder if Foxy drinks tea and thinks of the Queen. Why would you associate tea with the Queen? I don't. No, I don't. Because tea's British and so is the Queen. So am I. I think of myself when I'm drinking tea. Hey, 90 likes, 92 likes now and only 81 views. This is good. Keep liking the video. Hit that like button several times, but make sure it's an odd number. Make your stuff netherite. It is netherite. It's all netherite. It just have a texture pack on that makes it look not like netherite, because netherite's ugly and it's gross. How many cups of coffee do you drink per day? That's Daniel. Probably, if I'm being honest, 7, 8, 9. Do you like green tea? Says Scott Nothing. I don't like it, but I do sometimes drink it. I wish I could get in the habit of drinking green tea every day, because that's got loads and loads of really good things in it. And that, yeah, generally speaking, makes me feel a lot better. But I've never liked it. I've tried loads of different flavors. There's one that I dislike the least that I've got quite a lot of in the cupboard, but I can't say I've ever enjoyed it, drinking green tea. Tea and the Queen go hand in hand, says Wasbury. How do they go hand in hand? The Queen has literally nothing to do with tea. OMG, 100 likes! This is amazing. Well done, guys. It just says 1 ... on my screen because the screen's not wide enough to see all of it, so that's good news. But from now on, I can only see that there is 100 and something likes, so you'll have to keep me posted. Say water, drink beers, is that? No, water's good. Water is everything you need and more. There we go. I've extended my screen now so I can see. Water equals hydration. Beer equals dehydration. But fun times. To be honest, most of the Brits don't think about the Queen at all from day to day. No. I mean, she has very, very little bearing on anybody's day to day. In fact, she has no bearing on anyone's day to day life. She doesn't do anything other than, you know, attend events and have jubilees. We've got no say in the control or running of the country. So she's just a tourist attraction, really, these days. That's all it is. The whole royal family thing is just to bring tourists in and generate revenue for the UK. I think that's the only reason we still even got them, to be honest with you. How can I enter your server? I love your channel, says It's Led. You cannot, unfortunately. It's a whitelisted server for content creators. We have a group of people. It's not open to everybody. Coffee equals dehydration too, says the real official Kaz. It does, which is why water's very important. Fix your pickaxe, says Sir Magma Cube. It's not broken yet. Not broken yet. Don't worry. I've always wanted to join a server, something like Truly Bedrock. What does it take to get into something like this server? You have got very little chance of joining something like this, because there are millions and millions and millions of people in the world that all want to join it. And unless we know you, unless we are aware of you and you've been a part of the community and we think you'd be a good fit, chances are you're not going to be able to join. So the best thing you can do is find a group of people that you think are great fun to play with and do your own. Make your own server. And then you'll not be playing with total strangers that don't know you. You'll be playing with people you're having a genuinely good time with. Pickaxe is fine, says Mitz. Don't worry about the pickaxe. It's all good. It's got plenty left in it. It's got hours and hours worth of smashing this pickaxe has got left in it. Hardly even taken any durability damage. I know it looks like it does, but it hasn't really. It's all good. Show your emotes, Foxy. I don't have any emotes. I don't use emotes in Minecraft. I have a very strong feeling towards emotes in Minecraft. I don't mind emotes in games, but I think the ones in Minecraft Bedrock Edition are probably the biggest money-grabbing rip-off that has ever existed in a game, and the fact that they're in Minecraft honestly makes me feel a little bit sick. I can't believe how much money they cost, considering most of the people that play Minecraft are on mobile, who don't have a button to flip their screen around to even see themselves doing the emotes, or it's ridiculous, and they cost a fortune. Now my pickaxe needs fixing. You need a big sign on the screen, says Real Kaz. What should I put on the sign? You can make a resource pack where if your pickaxe is 0 durability, you can't use it instead of breaking it, just like on Elytra. And no, unfortunately, that's not possible. That would be great, but unfortunately not. I would prefer it if you had, unbreaking actually meant that it won't break. It would just stop being usable. Like, you had the similar sort of effect as, like, slowness or mining fatigue or something like... Yeah, not slowness, mining fatigue. But unfortunately, that's not possible to do with add-ons. If the durability bar still has colour, it's fine, says Kobe, indeed. And if I look at it now and zoom in, you can see there is a little tiny bit of red left on it. Can you see that? So it's all good. It's not dead. So now what we're going to do is going to put that one away and get another one out. No, not in there, you moron. There we go. And now we're going to collect many cobblestones instead. A sign that says my pickaxe is fine. It's all good. Don't forget, guys, comments are interactions, and YouTube very much likes interactions. So I don't mind people commenting as much as they want, as long as they're being nice, as long as they're being good to people and they're having a good time, and they can comment about my pickaxe all day long. Killer RML says, hey Foxy, I hope you're having an amazing day. I love all your add-ons except the armor stand one. It helps. Oh, except the armor stands one. It helps me every time I play Minecraft. I'm a little bit confused with that statement, but I think you mean that's your favorite one. Is that right? Considering most people are on mobile, I don't even have a button to flip the screen around to see the emotes. Chat is... This is an observational comment at its finest. Yeah. So no, I refuse to use emotes on Minecraft. You won't ever see them in my videos. You won't see me using them in streams. I wish they didn't exist on Bedrock Edition. Red on black for durability means nothing if you're colorblind to red and greens is lawful. Yes, but okay, fair enough. Well, it had plenty left. Surprised you haven't gone through and filled up a sugar box full of silk touch pickaxes with a whole sugar box of fortune pickaxes. I don't need to. I just break the 2 that I got and then go fix them. I'm driving right now, says Killer RML. If you're driving, then you definitely should not be writing in chat, because that is incredibly dangerous and probably illegal where you are. So, yeah, please don't do that. It's not big, it's not clever, it's not funny, because you're not just putting yourself at risk, you're putting other people on the road, and people not necessarily even on the road at risk, so don't do it. By the way, really love your work for Bedrock Edition. Thank you for all the add-ons and resource packs you made, says Crispy H2O. You're very welcome. Don't chat while driving, says Durology. Exactly. Hope you're not typing while driving. It's very bad, says Mitz. It is. More stones than ores, says Rudiento. Very confused. Very confused indeed. I'm not typing, I'm using auto text. Well, don't. If you're watching a live stream and interacting with it while you're driving, that is very dangerous. Don't do it. You shouldn't even be having a live stream on while you're driving. Genuinely, that angers me. So just stop watching the live stream, or you'll be banned, basically, for your own safety and the people that you share a road with. How's the Swift Sneak going, says Josh? Well, I don't really see a great deal of benefit from it, to be honest with you. I think it will be coming useful for things like my concrete farms and stuff like that, but it's not all that great. My cousin's daughter got in a car wreck because she typed while driving. Yeah. If they have a Tesla, it's probably driving itself. It doesn't matter. Still should be focusing on the road. Teslas are not foolproof, and it is very much in the terms and conditions of the Teslas and your insurance and the laws that you still need to be paying full attention to the road and well, basically prepared to take over if and when the Tesla makes, an error or can't do what it needs to do. Who would you prefer for a server? A famous content creator with a lot of subs or an underdog with a lot of potential? Neither. I would prefer somebody that I have a lot of fun with and that I have a lot of, respect for. And neither of those come from having lots of subscribers or, somebody's ability for potential. It just comes down to the individual's personality. And yeah, so not interested in subscriber numbers, not interested in big YouTubers. Big YouTubers generally tend to have a lot of stuff going on. Don't generally tend to have a lot of time for this sort of thing. They don't want to put time into the background and the admin and the chatting in the, that sort of stuff. They just want to come on, make videos, play, and then probably get fed up and disappear again. Smaller YouTubers are more likely to get involved with the other side of things, the chat in the background, the organization of the server, those sorts of things, and being more appreciated of it as well. But it just comes down to the individual at the end of the day. Doesn't make any difference in the number of subscribers. I'm loading the dishwasher, says Rolf. Well, that's fine. I'll let you do that. You're not putting anyone else at risk. Well, it depends what your dishwasher is, to be honest with you, but I think you'll be all right. Foxy, do you ever hear any whisperings of a proper replay mob for Bedrock? As in your movements recorded? No. No, I do not. 100% respect, Foxy, for that. More connected, more concerned about the viewer, not the view. Exactly. 100%. Always. He prefers Slack and people of that caliber, the ones that he gets along with, says Josh. Exactly. Cedric says, I think you should make a resource add-on which shows durability of tools. It's already made. Someone's already made it. It's really laggy. It's not worth it. You've got a little bar on there that tells you exactly how much durability you've got and how much you've got left. You don't need to see the exact number of blocks you can break. When it runs out, mend it. The number is totally inconsequential. I think you should make a resource pack or add-on. Oh, I just read that one. Well, Foxy, you're a YouTuber. You should be able to afford emotes. Do you think... Dirology, let's have this again. Let's talk about money, shall we? How much money do you think I make from YouTube, Dirology? And you can include whatever you want in there. You can include patron stuff. You can include whatever you want. But how much per hour of time put into making YouTube videos do you think that my YouTube videos make me? And it's not being able to afford them. It's just the whole process of the fact that
Tinged subscribe to the channel.
It's disgusting for kids and parents that are forced into it through... Oh, thank you very much for subscribing. What's it called? Peer pressure. Kids see other people having it. They want it. They ask their parents for it, and then the parents are put on the spot for it because the kid's having a tantrum that they can't have it. And it's like £3 or £4 for an emote that the kid can't even see on its own screen. It's ridiculous. Mr. Barrow says, I'm driving a fork with food into my mouth. I might be putting my gums and tongue at risk with recklessly hot food. Is it hard to make add-ons, says Daniel? Depends on what you're trying to make. Some of them, yes. Some of them, no. Some of them are easy. 2 cents a view, says Josh. Well, I've been talking about it in this week's podcast, which we recorded last night, which I'm going to be editing later on today. And I'm talking about it on my vlog, looking at how much each of the things that I do in terms of content creation makes me. And a video, making YouTube videos, I earn around about £3.75 per hour put in. And if one YouTube video takes around about 6 to 8 hours to make, it's not very much money per month. So no, making just YouTube videos actually makes me very poor, unable to afford emotes. Which features from Java Edition would you love being in Bedrock Edition? Just offhand, that's all I want. And well, I don't want Java Redstone, but I would like Redstone that worked. Just started the coffee and food for breakfast, says Mr. Rain. Cope says, what do you think's the most overpowered Bedrock exclusive feature bug? Trident killers. Foxy, it's been real. Thanks for the insights into caffeine in the marketplace. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Waspbrain. See you later. I would like the mob spawn rate on Java to be on Bedrock also. Yeah, there are not many mobs on Bedrock, but then Bedrock has to work on all of the different devices, and if we had all of the mobs you got on Java Edition, I think there'd be quite the struggle. No swearing, please. Family friendly channel. Please keep your bad words to yourselves. Hi, Foxy, says Mr. Castman. Hello. Oh, that's a big hole to fall down. Jeez, I was just hopping right near the edge of that. Oof. Oof. Is that water just leading down to lava as well? It is. Oof. And that zombie's holding some snow. He ain't going to despawn. Right, where's me cobblestone boxes? Jeez, we've got so much junk. There we go. Many cobblestones. Cobblestone I'm pretty short on, so I collect the cobblestone, but all of the stone, I don't need it. Bit of dirt for you, bit of gravel for you. Oh, we're all good. I'm trying to eat a carrot and read chat at the same time. I'd like zombie reinforcements mechanic, just because it's interesting. Yeah, that'd be good. I think bringing those sorts of things to Bedrock will be nice. Is there a mod pack like Better Minecraft? I don't know. I've heard of Better Minecraft, but I have no idea what it is. Foxy, please put me out of my misery. Where's your accent from? My own accent is a bit mad, mix of Scouse and Yorkshire brogue. Every time I hear you, I go mental trying to place yours. It's a bit of a mix as well. I was born in northeast Lincolnshire, which isn't very far from Yorkshire, I guess. So there's probably a bit of a Yorkshire twang in there, probably a bit of a Lincolnshire twang in there. But I've been around a lot of places, so there's all sorts going on with my accent. Oh, apparently YouTube says now would be a good time to insert ads. It's not actually a bad time to insert ads because I could actually go to the. Well, speaking of all that coffee I've been drinking, it's time to get rid of it. I would rather the offhand be a feature than anything else in Bedrock as well, says Mystica Rain. Into the Abyss says, hi Foxy, what are your thoughts on fighting Wither on ocean surface with Frostwalker and Riptide in case you fall in? I've never tried it. Generally speaking, when you've got water around and you're fighting the Wither, it's a bit of a disaster, so it's an interesting idea. Certainly can't damage the floor then, can it? And just create craters everywhere and lava holes, so maybe not a bad idea. Can I find you on Bedrock add-ons? Yeah, go to FoxyNoTail.com. All my add-ons and stuff are on there. It's been ages since I managed to catch a live on YouTube, says Mr. Casman. It's been ages since I've done one, to be honest, Mr. Casman. Found you on... Chainer says, hey Foxy, what are your thoughts on Discord channel integration with Minecraft Bedrock? Where you can chat back and forth from inside Discord to Minecraft and from Minecraft to Discord? I don't really see the necessity for it, really. Kind of seems a bit pointless. And it's very... I'd much rather chat on Discord than actually in Minecraft, because in Minecraft it can be quite distracting when people are having a conversation. I don't think I'd want to see people's conversations coming up in Minecraft while I'm playing. So I would just prefer to keep it all to Discord, to be honest with you. What's your next add-on going to be? No idea. I'm not working on any add-ons at this particular moment in time. Not a clue. Mine's a mix of Stoke and Lancashire, where I live now, so mine's an interesting one too, says PixelPat. Morning all, says Gixer. Could you please choose a random three-digit number for me? 817. There you go. Morning, Marcy, says Squirrelicious. Riptide launches you too far, to be honest, says Kobe. I wouldn't know, never used it. Sifter Play says, no, I said I can found you in Bedrock add-ons Discord server. Maybe. Don't know. I think I'm in a Bedrock add-ons Discord server. Not that I've got them all muted because it's just nonsense that goes on in those. I only ever use I'm a member of a lot of Discords, but the only ones I actually look at are the ones that I'm involved with, like directly, like my one, the podcast one, Truly Bedrock one. That's it, really. Don't go in anyone else's. Never read any chat for anyone else's. They're all muted just in case I get pinged. What's your opinion on Bedrock clients like Onyx Client? Never heard of it, Hydro. Tell me more about it. What is it? If it's one of those apps you can have on your phone where you can hack the game while you're playing it, then I think we should all be banned. It's 6 PM from where I am. Gixer, says Crispy H2O. I was wrong, says Roth. PixelPat says, first time I've watched any of your videos, dude. I'm enjoying the vibe so far, and they do keep me to get back into watching Truly Bedrock SMP. Are you enjoying this season so far? It's been a bit of an odd one. I do like this season. I like what's going on, but it feels very disconnected. And I think a lot of the Truly Bedrock members have faced a little sort of crisis of, what's it called? I want to say block lag. It's not block lag. Burnout. Jeez. So I think it's a bit of an odd one, but yeah, it's a nice season. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in it. I think we just need to focus on bringing the team back together a bit and do some more community stuff together. What's the benefits do you think the game test framework can deliver with Bedrock, says Chainer 605? The game test framework has basically a long time ago, a few years ago, Mojang started creating something called the scripting tool, which allowed you to actually write proper code to create add-ons and things. But unfortunately, it was ended because of certain reasons. Certain app stores, I think iOS App Store, didn't like the idea that officially supported add-ons, maps, marketplace content could have code in it that could potentially, be a problem. So the game test framework started off as just something to help debugging the game, but that's actually developed into its own scripting engine now as well. So that, I've never looked into it, I've never done anything with it, but that is becoming incredibly powerful as well. So I think if that ever comes out of experimental, you'll see some absolutely ridiculous things going on with Bedrock Edition when that comes out, because you can literally write the game code, whereas with add-ons you can't do that. Onyx client is a PC application like Java clients like Luna. Never heard of Luna. It provides add-ons like item durability, Fulbright, damn light. Oh, okay. Never heard of it. Never heard of Luna. I don't know what they are. Sound of Sheep says it's 11:15 a.m. in the UK right now. It is. Thank you for subscribing. Riptide 3 launch you about 40 blocks vertically. Well, at least you'd be out of range of the wither. What are you doing? Says Goobro Gaming. I'm digging a hole. What are you doing? It's 10:17 p.m. in New Zealand, says Mr. Casman. Man, it's all different times all over the world. Are there any non-farmable mobs other than Elder Guardians and Piglin Brutes, since you can farm Shulkers and Allays now? How can you farm Allays? I suppose you can duplicate Allays. You can't really farm them, I don't think. I suppose that's technically farming. Interesting. That's a good question. I don't know. Elder Guardians. Can't really farm them. This is my first super chat on YouTube
Danish
because unlike other YouTubers, you actually read my comments. By the way,
this is my first super chat on YouTube because unlike other YouTubers, you actually read my comments.
Thank you so much,
lots of love
Danish.
from India hand waving.
Thank you so much. Into the Abyss says, I'm on mobile and the Wither fight goes pretty lag-free with Frostwalker without any problem. It's easy to run away as well. Oh, that's interesting. That's good. Nice. Sounds like it should be tried. Piglin Brutes are non-renewable, says Rotated Hellface. Are you are very attentive to your audience, Foxy. Top man for that for sure, says Pixelbat. I try my best. It's nice to engage with people, isn't it? It's nice to just play Minecraft and, you know, talk to you guys. I don't get many opportunities to do that. It's nice having that back and forth and hearing what you all think and what questions you've got. Because the only other way of doing that is sort of one of those reading your comments episodes, but they're kind of a little bit boring, aren't they? So that's nice. I enjoy getting to see you all and chat with you all and find out what you're interested in. It's a good way of actually sort of judging what I need to do with my content and my channel as well. So it's very helpful from a statistical point of view. So in game test, what's keeping the experimental markers pack from becoming non-experimental? So is game test what's... No, I don't use game test for everything lawful. I can't remember what exactly. Oh, I think it's the experimental Molang features for the markers pack which stopping that getting into full release. So basically there's a lot of different experiments that do different things, and that's one of the ones that I use regularly. Wow, I cleared a lot of the room today. Jeez. 20 more likes, 119 likes, 95 people watching. This is amazing. Thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate it. If you'd like to show your support by subscribing and liking the stream, that would be incredibly useful, or even sharing it with your friends. I do see a few creators comment of the day section at the end of their episodes, but you can imagine that can lead to negativity if you have salty views who don't get the comment picked. I think that's something like that's quite a nice thing to do, a comment of the day. Yeah, that's a nice way of doing it, but that's only going to give you, you know, a very minor interaction with one commenter, and that commenter might just be leaving a comment and, you know, moving on and never watching your videos again. So it's not really, I don't think that's the same as doing a reading your comments video or, you know, live streaming, I guess. What are you doing, says Rugdoll? I'm digging a big hole. What are you doing? Good morning, you beautiful people, says Sober Robert. I hope you're feeling gorgeous today. Your worst nightmare is here. Laugh my A off. Oh my goodness me, rude people. How's everybody? Thank you very much for the amazing introduction there, Sober Robert. Into the Abyss says, Foxy, Wiki does not do justice with Bedrock. How about starting a series where you read through the code and explain core mechanics? I don't have time to do it, Into the Abyss. I'd love to have all the time in the world to do all that sort of stuff, but realistically, it's not the sort of thing that would be particularly valuable for me and my channel. And I don't have time to spare. In fact, I'm very much lacking on time constantly. So I'd love to. That would be great to do that, but it's not going to happen. The only way I could do anything like
Kane
that...
subscribe to the channel.
Thank you for the subscription. The only way I could do anything like that would be to do it as one of those paid for, like, what they call those. There's websites you can go to where you can basically download a course or watch a course, and it's basically someone's made a load of YouTube videos on a particular subject. But the problem with Minecraft is it's constantly changing. So as soon as I'd done it, a lot of the information would be obsolete and out of date, which you could think, oh, well, then you could do another course and charge even more money. But then it just feels a bit greedy at that point, doesn't it? Good morning. Oh, I read that one. Hope your kids are all good there, Foxy. They are, thank you very much. They've both gone home now. In fact, I think Jack's on holiday at the moment on his with his parents. Oliver's just gone back to his mum's house. So, yeah, all good. What madness is going on here, says Robert. I'm digging a hole. Congratulations for 50k, says Ragdoll. Thank you very much. Hands up in the chat if you're one of the 50,000 subscribers that I now have. Let me know. I need to know. I need to know. Is it you? And if you're not, why haven't you subscribed? I think the whole is for minigame at Foxy's Planet. It's for a minigame and a shopping mall. It's going to be two things. Well, it's not even a minigame. It's going to be... it's basically a lobby for minigames. I don't know why I've decided to dig out such a big hole. I absolutely don't need to. But I wanted the challenge and I like digging, so... I'm an idiot, basically. Screw Relations, Mr. Balrog, Pixel Pat, Lawful Meteor, Oz Factor, Scott Nothing. Lots of people that are subscribed. One of my 50k. Mitts, Roth. Cheers from the west coast of the US. Recently found out about add-ons. And I'm loving your OPS, vertical slabs, placeable items, mini blocks, block layers on a realm. Love your work. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy so many of them. That's good news. Right, while you're all putting your hands up in chat then, I am going to go BRB, run an ad, and go to the toilet. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. So I'm going to log out. See, it wasn't too bad, was it? It didn't take too long. Now I've got more coffee as well, which is good. Thought you were cutting down. Oh, yeah, tomorrow, mate, tomorrow. Not today. No, not today. Quest for Coal. I think the next HC series will be hardcore series. Wow. I don't think Mitz wants to play hardcore with me anymore, Mr. Balrog. She says I'm not good enough. Says I die too much. I'm one of the 50Ks, says Durology. Amazing. What I like to see. How can I mine these without just getting swamped with gravel? Time perfectly to go make my own cuppa and get back, says Enfan. Well, there you go. You're welcome. Many gravel. Right, is this somebody's ladder? It is. I need to be careful here then. Everyone appears to have gone quiet now that I'm back. Jeez. Wow, lol. I think I've actually found a good seed for the next one. Oh, have you, Mitz? Oh, nice one. I didn't realise you'd been looking. That's good. Good. I'm looking forward to starting again and being potentially a little bit more careful this time. What do you think? Still got adverts. Is anyone else back? Says Rob. Wow, you still got adverts after all that time? What? Rob got the longest adverts in the world. Just found out anvils no longer bounce on slime blocks. Oh man, that sucks. Never got ads, says Mr. Balrog. Same says Mitz. Well, you still get adverts, Mitz. Very long advert for EVE Online. Jeez. There shouldn't be. I shouldn't have unskippable adverts on. They should all have been skippable. YouTube, however, isn't as detected. You want to see those long ones, says Mr. Balrog. It does seem you, Roth, do get ridiculously long adverts. Have you considered YouTube Premium or whatever it's called? I got no ads, says Hydro. Still going, says what? Roth, what? Still going? No surviving long, says Mitz. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We try a bit harder this time. We won't be quite so adventurous. I think we got carried away on the season 2, 3, and 4. Season 5 with the win. No, I think it was just 2. Did we? Yeah, we did 2 more, didn't we? After we died. And the second one was going all right until that stupid creeper. Jeez. Maybe we should turn creepers off, Mitz. Then we'll be all right. We'll set the difficult to like really easy. Pixel Pat says, I'm one of those people that falls asleep watching YouTube, so I have YouTube Premium and I don't get woken up by Raid Shadow Legends. I keep getting Stream Elements, basically. Stream Elements, who are a company kind of like Stream Labs that help you basically give you chat stuff for your YouTube live streams or Twitch live streams, whichever one you do. I use those for a couple of things for my YouTube one, and they've got this partnership system where they like, oh, we got this partnership for you. You can do sponsor segments in your video, and they send you emails all the time, and it's always either Raid Shadow Legends or someone else, and I just don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do like a 2-minute segment in a video or a live stream talking about a game that's just a meme at this point. Like, no, sorry. Any thoughts for 1.20, says Daniel? I've had lots of thoughts for 1.20, but I'm really unsure. I have no idea what it's going to be. I'm hoping we're going to find out if there's anything going on with that portal in the deep dark, but I'd like it to be an end update. We'll see. I've got some thoughts on it on the podcast actually this week, which will be out later on this afternoon, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already listened to the podcast. You can get that on my second channel or through any of the podcast apps that you use. It's called the Minecraft Update. Season 5. This time it's personal, says Lawful. We're just hiding in a hole. Chat will just run creeper sound alerts and make you jump off a cliff, Rick Roll style. Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have jumped off a cliff last time, I would have survived. Ruff is finally back. Jeez, Ruff. Longest advert in the world. There's a hole in the floor. Pixel Pat says, I actually got curious once and played it. Wasn't that impressed with Raid. So yeah, give it a miss. It doesn't look like a good game, does it? But they've got like TV series based on it now. And there's obviously a lot of people do advertise it. So they're really pushing it hard. So they must make money on it. Someone's got to be playing it. I guess it's like Candy Crush. I can't imagine ever finding any enjoyment from the Candy Crush games, but they're still like really highly rated on the app stores. You still get loads of adverts for it. So there are people playing it and making money. You're just wondering who these people are. And have you tried playing other games, mate, that are better? There was many O's in no, says okay. What things do you discuss on the podcast as Hydro? Well, we talk about Minecraft news. We speculate on updates. We have a wish list section where we talk about what things we like in the game, and the community sends us feedback for what they'd like in the game. We have a questions section where people ask us questions. We talk about YouTube and live streaming. Yeah, it's just basically me, Slack, and Jesse B all talking about Minecraft and our channels and stuff, really. So it's good fun, it's enjoyable, it's funny in places. We have a bit of a laugh, and we don't take it particularly seriously, which I think is good. But yeah, there's we often talk about what we think is going to be in the game. We get a lot of questions asking stuff like that as well, like you guys do in the live streams, which we'll respond to. So if you haven't checked it out, give it a go. It's okay, bro, I understand it. Thanks. Don't call Mitts bro. Don't think she'll like it very much. My mum plays Candy Crush, says Duology. Well, there you go. We found who it is. Podcast is very enjoyable, says Kazard. The only thing they take seriously is audio quality, says Pickles. Yeah. Candy Crush is very much a mum game. Yeah. But I would imagine mums are less likely to be like spending money on in-app purchases. So where are they making the money from? Derology says, where's the podcast hosted on? It's on basically all of the platforms. You can get it on Apple Podcasts, you get it on Spotify, you can get it on Spreaker, you get it on Pocket Casts, and anywhere, basically. And you can watch it on YouTube as well, on my second channel, if you don't have a podcast app, if you'd rather turn on YouTube and listen to it on there. There's many, many places you can get it. There is no shortage of our podcast. It is not limited audience. And it's family friendly as well, relatively speaking. We don't swear in it. There's a couple of cheeky things we've said from time to time, but there's nothing I wouldn't let my kids listen to. So is your podcast on Spotify? Yes, it is. It's called the Minecraft Update Podcast. Into the Abyss says, I found your channel at 48.9k. I was pretty disappointed with the YouTube algorithm. What disappointed you about that? The fact that you found my channel, or the fact that I don't have as many subscribers? Mitz says, I hate Candy Crush. And Mitz is a mum, so she knows. That is one blocky game you're playing, says Shadow Sage. Yes, it is. It's called Minecraft. It's made of blocks. No trolling. Discord link just needs changing, says Mitz. Oh, is the Discord link? Oh, yes. I don't know why it's got that link. It shouldn't have that link. I need to fix it. Mitz, can you put that down on the list of things for me to do on admin day on Thursday, please? I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Look at all the emeralds I'm getting. Who needs villagers when you could just dig out big holes that take forever and ever and ever? Thank you, Mitz. Thank you. Can always rely on you. Have I got a full inventory again? Oh my goodness. I need more chests. And more beacons, apparently. I've got quite... Oh, there's a beacon there. Surely I'm in range of that beacon. I am not 50 blocks away from that beacon. How am I not getting the effects from it? It's there. Did I not turn it on? Go check in a minute. I'll take some iron with me and go and check. How long have you been playing for, Foxy? What, playing Minecraft? Or just playing today? Playing Minecraft, I've been playing since Minecraft was first officially released. Minecraft 1.0 on Java Edition. Playing today, I've been playing since 9 o'clock this morning. Been streaming since 10 o'clock. But then the beam shouldn't be there, says Mr. Boral. Beams on Bedrock Edition are always on, even if the beacon's not powered. So, unfortunately, that's not a valid reason why it's not working. Annoyingly. It'd be nice if it wasn't there, so you could actually get some indication of whether it was working or not. But no! But no! Oh, Java Edition! Oh, shut up. Well, Java Edition, you in a minute. I need more chests. I mean Minecraft, says Jan. Apologies if this gets asked a lot, but I'm very new to your channel, Foxy. I'm a PS4 Bedrock player, and although I love pure vanilla, how would I go about using plugins, add-ons? Would I need PC version, says Pixel Pat. Yeah, effectively, yeah, you need to either play it on mobile or PC, because just, yeah, consoles just keep locking everything down and making it incredibly difficult to have any sort of customization in the game, which is such a shame, but it's just the way it is. So I would probably get it on mobile and use your PS4 controller, and that way it will be pretty much exactly the same as playing it on PS4, or if you can afford to, get it on PC, because then it just opens everything up really nicely for you. Use the emerald you mine, Foxy, says Scotland. I'm gonna. Don't worry. I got this. I'm just going to pick up all of this junk that I've left lying around. Out of curiosity, are you aware of a dupe exploit in mini blocks? Yes. Let's not talk about it. Like, there's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, because there's a bug in add-ons. The only thing I could do is, you know, get rid of the add-on, and I'm sure people would rather have an exploit in it and have the add-on than not. Oh yes, I haven't actually powered it. There we go. That might be a bit better. There we go. Nice and easy. I figured that was the answer. No worries. I plan to upgrade from a potato laptop some point that can cope with more than one Chrome tab open at once. Yeah. 50k is a small number for a creator and entertainer like you, whereas plagiarists get many, many subs sent into the abyss. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You could build a YouTube channel based on you, like, taking all of the best parts from everyone else's stuff on YouTube, and then, you know, stealing their hard work in order to generate content. And plenty of people have done that successfully and made, you know, got good subscriber numbers. But eventually, they will be found out. And eventually they will end up feeling very bad, and no one will like them, and they wonder why they don't have a community around them and why they can only get any views from nefarious means, and they'll disappear. They won't be the ones that's remembered. Whereas you work hard and you do things legitimately and you grow your channel slowly over time, you're more likely to have people sticking around in your community, being there for you, and you'll hopefully be remembered for longer as one of the people. I think pretty much everybody that I'm aware of in the Minecraft community has heard of FoxyNoTail at least now, which is nice. Doesn't mean I'm going to get millions of subscribers, but people know the name, whether it's from my add-ons or my YouTube or my streams or something. So that's nice. I'd rather have that. Crazy amount of Hermitcraft based channels taking content with consents feels so unfair that hopefully karma strikes back. It will. Karma will always get you in the end. How does the game look smooth in your stream but so laggy when I play it? Do you use add-ons to make it look smoother? No, I just play it on a good PC, so it probably depends on what device you're playing it on. If you're playing it on a phone or an older console or an iPad or something like that, or a Chromebook, I don't know, it's probably not going to be as smooth as playing it on a PC that's massively overpowered for playing Minecraft. Very, very true, Foxy. I absolutely agree with you, says Into the Abyss. Can I ask more of a personal question? This accept you have where it's from. I love it. This accent you have, where is it from? Oh, it's from the UK, round about Lincolnshire way on. Sorry, I'm late. Why are you collecting cobble? I'm not collecting cobble. I'm digging a hole. I don't really need the cobble or want it, but it's sort of a byproduct of digging a big area out. Love for me, she says, true, I found Foxy years ago and have been here ever since. Well, there you go, you see. Yeah, there's so many people now that are just, I recognize that. That's what makes streaming great. When you the same people you get to see. It's like hanging out with your friends without having to, you know, travel to the other end of the country or put your coat on and go out in the cold or do your hair. You're just hanging around with the people that you've known for a long time, even if it's just online and you've got banter with and a rapport with, and it's nice. Yes, UK, of course, but what part? Lincolnshire way on, as I said. I gotta go, unfortunately. Enjoy the rest of the stream and your day, says Mitz. There we go, everybody. Mitz is going, so you are free to spam and say what you want without swearing. Thanks, Mitz. See you later. We have no admin now. Lawful, did you want a job? Lawful, you've been around long enough. Let's make Lawful a moderator. Well done, Lawful. You've been promoted. I didn't want a promotion, Tough. I need the help. See you later, mates. Have a good day. Roth's here, but he's having to manage 14 channels as it is, just so that he didn't get any ads on one of them. So don't expect Roth to help too much with all the juggling he's doing watching this stream on 13 different devices. Would you consider making a mob stacking add-on when multiple of the same mob are under each other, they combine? This would help reduce entity lag when someone makes a 200 cow farm. No. I don't see how that would reduce entity lag. I suppose you've got like a super cow that is 5 cows, or kind of like how XP gets together. So you've got small XP and large XP. Is that what you're saying? So you've got one entity that's the equivalent of several. No. It's a nice idea, but no. Thanks, it's lawful. You're welcome. Responsibilities you didn't want or need, lawful, says Gixer. Gixer, you looking to be a moderator by any chance, Gixer? You're sat around with nothing to do now. You only work 2 days a week. You got time to be a moderator, right? Looks like the modded Minecraft Let's Play is in trend these days. Do you have any plans starting such a series? No. No. They don't perform very well on my channel, modded series, sadly. I do enjoy them. I really like modded Minecraft. It's one of my favourite types of Minecraft, but unfortunately they just don't perform very well at all. It's one of those things. If I started making modded videos and stuck to it, I would grow an audience for it and I would get there eventually. But starting anything new that's different that your audience isn't looking for or expecting is often a very quick way to damage your channel and reduce all of your numbers. So I'd love to. Maybe I could do that on a stream instead of hardcore with Mitts on a Wednesday or something like that. But it seems playing it once a week just wouldn't be much fun. 2 hours a week or 3 hours a week would seem... I'd want to put more in because I really enjoy it. It'd be very difficult to keep on track of where I was up to. Thank you very much, Devlaman. Member for 9 months, showing support. Thank you so much. G'day, Foxy. Just wanted to say you're awesome. So are you for doing that. Thank you. How can I join the service as Among Us gamer? Oh, man. Well, there's a question. You cannot, I'm afraid. It's not open to the public. It is a content creator server for content creators that we have a specific whitelist for that we occasionally add to every now and then, but it's not something we're currently looking to do at this particular moment in time. Pickles, how you doing? How about if the two of the same mob get close to each other, they stand on top of each other like striders, then you could have big mob towers of cows. There is no point to this add-on. Yeah, that wouldn't help much, I don't think. Roth says, yeah, I don't like modded. I never watch it, even when it's a content creator I usually watch. Yeah, there you go, you see. Even Roth won't watch me. Gixer says, 2 days in fully paid employment, 6 days of occasionally paid in self-employment, although I've abandoned hubs made to man my stall today as not well. Oh, Gixer, that's a shame. I'm sorry not feeling well. Roth, Purple Goose. Ah, that takes me back. Purple Goose. Jeez. Hands up in the chat if you remember Purple Goose. IP6DF says, I made in my realm of a 6 portal gold farm, but the Trident killer isn't good enough at all. I can't use full damage because I want the XP and they're glitching it. Oh, right. Okay. Well, just before this live stream, I accidentally created what I would consider is probably the most reliable and for some reason that I don't seem to put my head around, fastest Trident killer in the world. Totally on accident. I don't know whether it'll work the same way on the server as it does in my test world, but I will be, my next Truly Bedrock video, which will be out later this week, will be showing you how I'm attaching that to my gold farm to make my gold farm way more efficient. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. And it doesn't involve any of the weird, stupid, oh, I need to have my Trident on a flap door and it despawns or anything like that. It's just normal, pretty much normal Trident killer design, but I don't know how I did it, but I managed to supercharge it. And it just goes ridiculously fast now. Even when you drop in a piglin with full health, it pretty much dies instantly. Which is good. Second channel for modded, maybe. So, yeah, but I haven't got time to do it. That's the problem. And no, I don't get any views on my second channel, so it's free. I would just be giving that time away. So I've got to do things that are actually gonna. This is my job, and I'm not earning from it at the moment anywhere near as enough as I need to because I've been spending so much time just doing things I want to do rather than things I need to do. So it's time for me to refocus and get back into actually, you know, growing the channel and doing the things that are actually gonna get me going. And unfortunately, doing things I enjoy doing doesn't always mean they're the things I should be doing, which is the same for any job. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy doing like normal Truly Bedrock videos or live streams. I absolutely do, and I enjoy making marketplace content and stuff like that, but it just means I can't do everything I enjoy. Yeah, and says, you're on the rise, keep going, Foxy. Eventually you'll get all the credits for what you've been doing. Stick together with the other content creators. Peace. Thank you very much. Observers, says Roth. What, you just wait and see, Roth. You just wait and see. Now that's interesting, says Gigster. I'll be waiting for that video. Well, I'll tell you what. Seeing though there's 102 people here, if I get 30 people putting their hands up in chat, I will give you a quick demonstration of it now, because it shouldn't work, but it does. Always up for a better kill method, says Gixer. But you got to promise not to steal it and put a video out on it before I've had a chance to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry for people that have chatted while doing this because I'm not going to be able to read it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Gig said that was twice. I'll take that as 30. Okay. All right. Let's have a look at it because it's ridiculous. It's the most simple thing in the world. I don't think it should work. I'm pretty sure it's glitched, but it works. Okay. So ignore all of that. This is it, apart from all of the nonsense on the screen. So we've just got a normal Trident killer. It's got 4 waterlogged pistons. Okay, at that stair block we don't need it. It's got an impaling 5 Trident there, 4 observers, 3 repeaters, and a redstone torch. Now check this out. I don't know why it does it, but look how fast the pistons are going. Look how fast that Trident's going. And now I get in the right position and just drop piglins in, they die instantly. No fall damage. Now, I don't want to say this is the most easy and reliable, fastest Trident killer design in the world. But I think what you'll find is this is the most reliable, easy, fastest Trident killer in the world. And all that's underneath it's a couple of hopper minecarts. There you go. Oh, well, we're going to go marketplace. Drop a warden in. Okay, I'll drop a warden in. Let's see how quick a warden gets minced. Warden. He has a habit of jumping on top of the Trident. Not as quickly as the pigman. Your loot collection has to keep up with it too. How's that look? It's... Yeah. Well, there won't be that many pigments going in because I'm only going to have a double ring portal farm wherever that's gone. It's up there somewhere. Up there. Yeah, he's not dead yet. But it's just... basically, I've got 4 hoppers under there and 2 hopper minecarts. 2 hoppers going into that chest. 2 hoppers going into that chest. And it kept up with all of those pigmen going in. If we look at the items, you'll see... There is no items left at the bottom. How fast is it without water, says Sandbog? I don't know. I haven't tried it. But apparently, the best way of getting rid of the XP is to put a skulk catalyst down, which I did all here, and it works, but it made everything skulky, and I don't know if that'll affect the redstone on this. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm doing that in video, so check that out later this week. For now, we're going to go back to the future, to the live stream. So what do you think? Do you think it's a good Trident killer? Do you think it's worthy of a video? As usual, thanks man, says IPDF6. You're welcome. IP6DF. Yes, IPDF6. What should I say? Buttons can block all the skulk growth, says Chainer. Yes, they kind of can, but it goes up the tube. Very nice, Fox. This is lawful. It's good. Yep, beautiful. Thanks. Well, I'm going to make a tutorial on that then. I shouldn't because that's against my schedule, but I'm going to. There you go. Total accident. It was. I just thought I'm just gonna make a Trident killer that's blocked in so I can put water on it, and I just did that. Didn't even think about it, and I was like, huh, huh. Why are those piglins dying so fast? It was ridiculous. Very happy moment this morning. Get an A+, says J-Bob. Thank you. Very happy accident. Is the Trident enchanted, says Roth? Yes, it had Impaling 5 on it. Impaling 5. I mean, it's got water in it, but the pistons go so fast, the water disappears pretty quickly. So I don't know how much effect the water's actually having. I'm sure it will help sometimes, but the pistons are going so fast it doesn't actually have time to run into it. But yeah, it seems to work, so I'm not going to fiddle with anything. Thinking of making add-on tutorials, says Niffer Gaming. I sometimes do. It's not something I'm planning to do at this particular moment in time, but I won't say that I'll never do that, because I do enjoy doing add-on tutorials. I like doing the add-on streams, actually, the add-on tutorial streams, but it's... I've just got to focus on... I've got to focus. I need to focus. I've been so good this year, particularly, of just being totally unfocused, not having a schedule, not doing stuff I should be doing, and finding so many excuses to do things that I shouldn't be doing. It's essential that I do now, because if I don't, I'm not going to have a channel in 6 months' time. I'll have to go get a job. Still waiting for the owl add-on you promised, as Rolf. Oh no, I'm sorry. What have we got? Was just about to say it's going up the bubble elevator till you said it used them in my drown farm and never know, and then it removes the water source. What? That's true, says Mr. Balrog. It doesn't need it now, Roth. You've already made it. Yeah, Roth, your alley owl's far better than what I could have made. You did it for me. Don't need to do it anymore. By the way, does anyone know how often a piglin gives you soul speed buck? I've only given them almost 4 stacks of ingots and only got a... Yeah, it's random, I think, Kobe.
Super chatted £5. Loving your content so far, buddy. Absolute genuine fella and top AMB asterisk for Bedrock and the Minecraft community as a whole.
Wow, thank you so much, Pixel Pat. £5 super chat. That's amazing. Loving your content so far, buddy. Absolute genuine fella. Top ambassador for Bedrock. Ambassador? Ambassador. Ambassador for Bedrock and the Minecraft community as a whole. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Foxy, could you say my name? Says Straw Bynum. No, absolutely not. Probably not, actually. I think I butchered it. So, about the catalyst in the Trident killers to remove XP. What about them, Enfan? I read that one. Need an add-on to cleanse a world of infected lemon sheep, says Gixamov. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Just remove the colour yellow from sheep. There you go. It's all about it's about 1.17 chance for a soul speed book, says Mr. Balrog. Wow, there we go. Someone with the knowledge. Any favourite behind the scene moment from Truly Bedrock Season 4? I've really struggled to have a memory for those sorts of things. I'm great when someone goes, "Oh, do you remember when this happened?" I'm like, "Oh yeah," but then when you just asked, "What's your memory of this?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." All of a sudden, my mind goes blank and I can't think of anything. So, no. Take care. Your pick is dying. It's all right. It's all good. Is the bug with the all dying mobs staying? Yeah, it's not been fixed yet, apparently. Where do you get your name? I always wondered if mine is from a chemical thingy. What? You wondered if yours? It's a long story. A lot of people are wanting an inventory update. What do you think the best solution would be that without ruining what we have? I don't know the best solution. We've talked about this a lot on the podcast as well, and we've had some really good ideas on there. And the community's had some really good ideas as well. Personally, what I'd like to be able to swap my hotbar to any of the 3 slots in here. So I could just hold shift or control and scroll my mouse wheel, and my hotbar would slot from this line to this line to this line to this line. That would be the simplest thing, I think. But that wouldn't be enough. I also think we should have either upgradable or just the standard, at least a double inventory size of what we've got, or even say at least, at most, I think at least another line of inventory would be required, maybe 2, ideally 3. But I think we just need more space. The hotbar itself is a pain because there's so many tools and different items in the game now. I would like to have more hotbar slots, but just the ability to cycle through, I think, would relieve a lot of those problems. So I think they're the easiest, most Minecrafty things that the developers could add without causing too many problems. Just more space and being able to switch your hotbar. But who knows what they'll come up with, because they're very smart and I'm not. How often do you forget to need to fix your pickaxe and it breaks, says Jacob? I haven't done it in years. I always remember. An upgradable backpack is something I see in modded a lot of the time. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do anything that's involving backpacks. I would like them to, but I don't think they will. I think they're pretty strongly against backpacks for some reason. Probably because there's so much of it in modded. Whee! Offhand would help. Not really. Offhand would help a tiny bit, but it isn't going to solve any inventory problems. At the end of the day, in your offhand, you're always going to have something that you don't necessarily really need to have, like a totem or a torch or just another tool to get mended while you're mending something. So that's not going to solve any inventory problems. It would be nice, but it ain't going to solve the problem. It'd be nice if you could, like, hold a shulker box. Let's say you had a shulker box full of stone in your offhand, and then you had a slot of stone on your hotbar, and you were placing those, and it kept taking more stone out of the shulker box while you were building, so you didn't have to have like 4 or 5 stacks of stone in your inventory. That would be nice. And maybe if you picked more stone up, it would go straight into the sugar box. That would be very useful, but I don't see them doing anything like that. I think that would be too modded. Pixel Pat says Green has suggested extra inventory space on your person and chests and shulkers. I'm not sure if that's a viable solution myself. I think double shulker boxes would be great. A double ender chest would go a long way. A double ender chest would certainly solve a lot of my problems. Who knows? Who knows? Bundles would be nice. I don't think so. I think bundles would be absolute a pain. I don't think bundles solve any problems at all. They just create more problems. Visible Cat says, half the people said not no in the last stream I was in. What didn't they know? What didn't they know? We need to know what they don't know. I need more of this calming potion stuff. Thank you, Ralph, for the correct Discord link. I'd love a double ender chest, but I don't think Mojang would go that way. Why not, Kumbar? Why would they not do that? There are other double chests in the game. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm genuinely interested to think of your thoughts on that. Why you think that's something a route they wouldn't go down? Give me XP. Thank you. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Kobe says, yeah, maybe we can upgrade shulker boxes to have more slots. I'd love upgradable shulker boxes. So netherite on them to stop them burning lava, I think would be one upgrade you could make. And then maybe putting something on them that doubled their inventory size be another one. That would be fantastic. Like another reason for the echo shards, you know, using the terminology echo, if it echoed the amount of inventory space you've got, so it doubled it up. There's so many things that they would come in useful for. That would be great. Foxy, what are you doing now? Says Geology. I'm going to the wrong portal. That's what I'm doing now. What are you doing now? I need to go to this one. Oh, it's blocked on this side. Great. Excuse me. Has to be something that feels vanilla for sure. Doesn't take away from pure vanilla experience. My opinion only, of course. Love the ideas about shulkers and ender chests, though, says Pixel Pat. I don't think it's very... A lot of people say it has to be vanilla. It can't be modded. And that's very much our... It comes down to what we think individually, doesn't it, about the game? Whereas... Like Mojang have put stuff in when they added piglins and they had like not square heads and floppy ears. That's not Minecraft. That's modded. But now we're used to them, right? It's become Minecraft. So I think I always say it as well. I'm not saying it's wrong to say that, but I think there's a certain amount of flexibility there. Double ender chest is going to be a problem because when ender chest updates to 2, the single chest data will not be on the second one. No, I just mean, I don't think a double ender chest like 2 ender chests next to each other is a double one. I just think just having more space in your ender chest effectively. Mizuyu is using a mod in Hermitcraft this season where he can toggle between different sugar boxes in his inventory and nearby storage boxes. That's interesting. So Hermitcraft have taken a stance then against the inventory, basically because they know that Mojang watched their series and are involved with their series, so they've been influential. But so by them basically putting a mod into the game for inventory, they're making a stance to say to Mojang, hey, look, things aren't good enough. Look how it could be better. That's what I don't know. I've not watched anything, but that's what it sounds like if they're actually added mods onto Hermitcraft for inventory. And I think that's a good thing. Specific tool slots, says Leechim. That's fine, but then what do you... Yeah, that would be good. If you could, like, let's say up here or somewhere in here, you could have your tool slots and then you could, I don't know, press a button and cycle through those so they're always in the same slot. But it needs to be quick. You need to be able to quickly change between them. So it has to be fast and mobile friendly as well. Oh my goodness, gravel, go away. Maybe make the horse a bit more useful. Like if you have an elytra that you don't You don't use the horse at all, like the horse. Oh, I don't know how that will help. Why are you mine this much? What are you mining for this much long time, says Pappy Sob? I've got a huge amount of mining to do, and the best thing to do while I'm mining, instead of just doing it on my own and being bored, is to live stream while I'm doing it. So I've done all of this area to the top, but I've also got to go down about 16 blocks as well. So there's a lot more mining to do. Imagine I'm going to be doing this over the next 2 or 3 weeks with the YouTube live streams. So I'm here for the conversation, not necessarily the gameplay at this particular moment in time. That's not what all of my streams are going to be like in the future. Obviously, other projects and things will come along. We'll be doing different things. But right now, this is a project I'm working on. And live streams are the best time to do it. Last couple of seasons, Hermit's Craft has come increasingly modded, says Roth. Mr. Casman says, good night from New Zealand. Mate, got to work in a few hours. Looking forward to catching your next stream. Well, thank you very much for joining. Enjoy whatever it is you do in between now and then. I'll see you later. I'd like to see more biome-specific mod variables they did for Skeleton and Stray. I'm not too bothered about that sort of stuff, but I can see the appeal with that. Personally, I think we got plenty of mobs. I don't think we need any more zombie variants. It makes my add-ons hard. What do you think about Elytra chestplate that Minecraft posted? Should they add it? Okay, so when the Elytra was first added to the game, I think it was in Minecraft 1.10 point something or other, or 1.10, 1.11 point something. It was the artwork for it showed the players with a chest plate on as well as the Elytra, and that would have probably been early concept art or early artwork that was requested so that it was ready for the announcement before the stuff was probably finished. So originally they probably did have it so that you could have them both on at the same time. I think that would be good if you had a dedicated Elytra slot, and maybe we had different variations of Elytras. Maybe they were like when you wear a cape and they change color, maybe you could use banners or banner patterns and stuff on them. That would be cool. I think that would be nice. I think that would be a nice addition. Or just give us the ability to put protection and stuff onto our Elytras so that they actually do offer us some armor. I know that's the idea. It's the trade-off is if you've got those on, you're weaker, and that is supposed to be the trade-off to try and prevent people from just flying around all the time. But to be honest with you, I think as a player that just relies 100% on Elytra and hates it when I haven't got them, I don't want to be switching out to a chest plate all the time. I think they should make the horse have a chest on it like the donkey. And what's the point in having a donkey and a mule? I mean, the mule is that's what they've put in the game for players to create, isn't it? You can cross a horse with a donkey to get a mule, which is like the best of both worlds. So that's a fun mechanic. If they just give us everything for free, easy, what's the point in having the other things? It used to be an NPC mod, custom NPCs. I'd like to see something similar brought back. I used to use that all the time, custom NPCs, for making videos. When I first started doing storyline stuff, Big Chicken was a custom NPC. I loved that mod. I think your channels have plenty of good variety. The hardcore world with Mitts, it was a good addition, says Simbrit. Well, thank you very much, Simbrit. Gotta go, Foxy. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you. I will. You have a good rest of your day. Whatever it is that you get up to. The SMP play removed Elytras. I hated it at first, but makes the game more challenging. Yeah, I can imagine that makes a big difference to the challenge of the game. It'd be certainly quite interesting. Yeah. Congratulations for 50k, says Mr. Sarthak. Thank you very much. What's the difference between a mod pack and an add-on? A resource, also resource packs and shaders. Okay. An add-on is for Bedrock Edition, and that is something that uses the tools that Mojang allow you to use in order to change or create entities, blocks, and items based on original game code. So it's quite limited in what it can do. Although it's still very flexible, you can do a lot with it. It's very limited. Whereas a mod is generally for Java Edition, and that just allows you to, if you can write programming code, hack into the original game code and create whatever you want. So a mod can literally do whatever you program it to do, whereas an add-on can't do that. A resource pack is just changing the textures and potentially models in the game so things look different but don't actually affect any way the game plays. So you can't have well, you can't do anything different in the game other than see it differently or hear it differently. You can have sounds and stuff that's different with the resource pack. And shaders used to exist for Bedrock Edition. They don't anymore. They are on Java Edition, and they are basically a resource pack that allows you to have like actual lighting and stuff in the game like other games do. So rather than it just being Minecraft's very, very basic lighting with hard rendered shadows, you actually get proper lighting and shadows and light effects and things. So it's just a way of presenting the materials and images in the game to you in a more realistic manner, effectively. So there you go, a breakdown on all of those things. You're welcome. Where's my cobblestone chest? Do I need a new one? This is a fun start to the week, says Lord Garitron. Imagine Minecraft supports MBT values in commands. That'd be great, says Pappy Sop. Yeah, that would be very useful. That would be very, very useful if we got that same sort of power on Bedrock than we do on Java Edition. Did you make super speed horse on your survival? Splashing speed? No, I haven't. I've seen plenty of people do it, but it's not something I've put in any time into because I don't really use them. It would be a fun thing to do, but I haven't. I was planning to, but then I went and got a liter and decided I don't need a horse. Opinions on a new world with the portal being in the middle structure of the ancient city. What do you mean, Hydro? Bedrock had RTX for console, but they removed it for some reason. So, no, they didn't. They have obviously clearly made it work on console, but they haven't released it, and they said there's no plans to release it. So I think they were just obviously making sure it works for when they do announce they're going to release it. Why they haven't released it, why they haven't announced it, doesn't make a great deal of sense unless there's some exclusivity deals that they've got with anyone in particular. It might be because obviously Nvidia worked with Microsoft to make RTX, although you can use RTX on AMD graphics cards on PCs. It might be that the part of the exclusivity deal that they had with Nvidia was that they wouldn't put it on consoles because consoles all use AMD graphics cards. So it could be something to do with that. No idea. But yes, it does work, but they've never released it. It came out as an accident in a not a hotfix, a beta version of the game or a preview version of the game, but it's never actually been in the main game. Make a truly Bedrock building contest. I could do that. I am creating part of this build is to create a mini games hub to do challenges and things like that with the other members. So maybe a build off contest could be a good thing to do. Hydro meant the opinion on the reinforced deep slate dimension. They made it in the ancient city. If they made it in the ancient city, it still doesn't give me a great deal of info. I can't have an opinion on something I don't know. I don't understand what the question is. Pixel Pat says really suffering without gout or with gout type of arthritis, so I'm stuck in bed today. I'll be seeing how many of your TV episodes I can get through today. Can't wait. Well, that sucks, but also have fun watching my TV episodes. Like a new dimension, like the end and the nether, you will go through the portal and a brand new dimension. Yeah, but what about the... I don't know. What dimension would it be? What would it have in it? I'm all up for a new dimension. My opinion is that I think that would be a good idea, but what would it have in it? When I see a warden, I just run. What's the best way to kill it? Get 2 players in Bedrock Edition. Get it angered on one person that it can't reach, and then the other player can just keep hitting it, and it won't even anger towards them. They mean, what do you think the portal frame in the ancient city is? Says Roth. Well, I'm still convinced it's a portal frame, but who knows? Who knows? Cheers, dude. It happens. Just got to make lemonade out of those lemons. Absolutely. Yeah. Too right. Very positive attitude to have there. Block tower, 22 blocks stair right up to power. What? Be cool to have a dimension where you can just build like those old Java mods that lead to a massive super flats. Well, that's one of the things I was saying in the podcast. Wouldn't it be cool if there was a ability to go through a portal into a super flat world and just have all of your test stuff actually in the same world that you've got? That would be good, especially if it put you in creative mode as well at the same time. I don't know how well that would work on servers, but I think it'd be interesting. You see it, Warden? You run for your life. That's it, says Danish. I don't know why, but this stream gives me chill, says Nitrif Gaming. Well, I'm glad it does. I'm glad you feel chilled while listening to this stream. Probably because it's a relatively relaxed one. We're not being all hyped up and excited about things, and it's, you know, relatively boring, just digging, not really anything exciting going on. Don't he hit through blocks? Says, yes, he does, but you can get far enough away that he can't get you. And he can still focus on you at that distance. And once he's focused on one player, he will not focus on another one. Unless he loses focus of that first player, which is very difficult to do. He's got a big old follow range. I feel like we're so close to getting this top part of this area cleaned out now. I can't wait for this to end. Why did I take on this project? I thought, oh, this won't take me too long. What's your dream car, Foxy? I used to be really into cars and like what car model I wanted and what I find myself not being all that interested now. I don't know whether it's just because I'm older, but just having something reliable that doesn't eat through fuel is what I want at this particular moment in time. But if I had, I suppose, infinite money for fuel and I didn't have to worry about cost of repairs, I don't know. I always used to like Lamborghinis because I had a micro machine Lamborghini Diablo when I was little, and I always loved those cars. But having driven one at a track day, they're not actually very comfortable or nice to drive. So, I don't know. A big truck with lots of power, but that slims down so it's easy to park. A transformer, a car that turns into a robot. Given the amount of players that have already found ways to destroy a mob that was meant to be killed, do you think they will buff the Warden in a future update? No, I don't think so. I think they've done enough work on the Warden now. I think it's in a good point where it is. I think they could probably do to tweak its behavior on Bedrock so it will select a new target if it can't see the other one and there's someone literally hitting it. But other than that, I think they've done enough work on it. Reliant Robbins, Simbrit. The Warden's drop isn't worth the time, in my opinion. Well, it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to kill it. It's not supposed to be something you kill. It's just the only reason it's got a drop is to make Sculpt Catalyst redoable. That's about it. Have I got full inventory again? Do you think at some point, do they gonna rickroll us 1st of April snapshot? I hope not, because that's probably one of the most stupid and annoying memes to exist, isn't it? The rickroll. It's not funny anymore. It's just annoying at this point. It's like when, like, you got this little kid that's heard a joke and tells you it a million times over and over again. It's like, yes, it was quite entertaining the first time he did it, but now it's just an annoyance. And everybody that does rickrolling, you just look at them and go, ah, get a grip, find something new to annoy us with. So I really hope not, because it's very much done, dead and gone, the rickroll thing, and I don't want to see it come back. Call me boring. I'd love a Toyota Prius. Wow. Do you think... Oh, I read that one. Would you like to be able to build on the nether roof on Bedrock? No. No, there's no need for it. It's easy enough to build gold farms in the actual nether. You just got to put a little bit more work in to create a perimeter. I think building on the nether roof's just lazy. I think it's a really lazy way of approaching doing farms. So, no need for it. Put some time into the game. Your favourite add-ons apart from the ones you created, says Danish. I don't know any others. I only use the ones I created. Sorry. Trying to rickroll someone is funny, says Kobe. It's not funny at all. It was funny like 10 years ago. It's not anymore. It's just annoying now. That person that you end up rickrolling just thinks, ugh, really? I hope they make a dragon a bit hard to defeat and doesn't perch every 20 seconds. I don't think there's an issue with the dragon fight. I think it's a all-round relatively balanced fight for new players and experienced players. I never thought about the nether roof debate that way before. Some good points. Of course they're good points. I thought of them. I mean, fun, not funny. No, I still don't agree. I don't agree. Find something new and interesting that's fun. Make a new meme. But the old ones are the best. No. How very modest, sir. Let's pick that. Indeed, yeah. Yeah. FoxyNoTail, that's my name. We're so close. I can smell it. There's a big hole there. We probably do fill that in before someone falls down. If we could build on Bedrock, it could be the best way to travel on Bedrock. It's still lazy though, isn't it? It's not difficult to mine through the nether and actually put portals in places, and it's quite fun doing it. So... I mean, if you're going to go down that route, why not just put, like, teleporters down in the world that teleport you from one location to another? I would much rather have that than just, like, going on the nether route. And I think they could be a good addition to the game, to be honest with you, because as much as it's fun going, like, building nether tunnels and stuff like that, when you're on a server and you've got, like, a mining mesa, it's out of build distance, and you just go in there to get a few blocks, or you go into the desert to get a few bits of sand, the journey is often just, like, a really boring waste of time. So to have something that you could, like, have a teleporting pad and put it down in your base and have the other end at where you need to go, I think that would be great. I need to be something that wasn't abusable, so you couldn't have millions of them just everywhere, but some key ones I think would be nice. Maybe a limit to them. Maybe you could only have like 3 destinations or something like that. With what view are the nether roof? Thoughts on AFK farming? AFK farming, I don't have a problem with, because you've put the time and effort into building the farm. The only time that AFKing is a problem is if you're on a server and you're at something that's causing a lot of lag and it's a popular time of day and there's other players online. AFK should only be done when servers are quiet and you are available to be able to turn it off should the farm end up causing a lot of lag and making other people's gameplay that they're not AFK, you know, significantly worse. So I have no issue with AFK as long as it's done reasonably. Creating nether tunnels in the actual nether is more fun than flying around a desolate bedrock roof, says the Timmy C. Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. Pickle says, only players can teleport on your teleportation pads, not entities. That would reduce some overuse. I don't mean overuse as in overusing the actual teleport pad. I mean overuse as in like, oh, well, I got a teleport pad that takes me into the next room. I got one that takes me to spawn. I got one that takes me to someone else's base. Because then you would never do, you'd never need to fly. You'd never travel. You'd never see the world. I just meant like limited in terms of how many destinations you could have. So you still do need to, you know, have a liter and fly around. It doesn't unbalance the game too much, I guess. AFK my dishwasher right now, says Roth. Well, you put the time in to fill it, Roth. So, you know, it's okay. As long as you're not standing in the way of everyone trying to use the kitchen side. Well, hello there, peeps. This Look Style Plays. Right, peeps. It's going to be time for one last BRB, I think. Let's put some stone away. Sort out these chests one last time. We've got so much junk. Got a lot of coal now, though. I didn't have much coal before, so that's good. We've got a chest spare for smooth stone. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm going to do a very quick BRB and I'll be back for the last segment of this stream, okay? Give me 2 seconds. There's the BRB button. Got him! See, it wasn't funny. It was annoying, and I'm probably gonna get copyright strike now. Oh, geez, Devlamin, thank you very much for these super chats. Do not read this message. I won't read it. Thank you so much. Right, peeps, unfortunately, it is time to end today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that little troll at the end. Now, that was very, very funny, says Roth. Well, you see, it's all about the build-up. Have an amazing time. I will be back with another YouTube live stream on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. I will be live tomorrow evening from 7:30 p.m. UK time on Twitch. Don't miss that. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all of those amazing things. But for right now, I'm going to disappear. Goodbye. Where's the off button?